So guys, in this video I'm just gonna talk about myself. By the way, Div99YT is having a very nice stream. If you're watching, I really love your stream. I can't stream because I really like streaming on phone, but I have to get 1,000 subscribers for that. Let's just talk about myself. I'm Ruben Smith, and I've been collecting phones for about 3.5 years. 3.5 years now. And I'm just gonna if you guys are wondering what my main phone is, it's a Motorola One Macro. I've always been really I've not really have liked Motorola until now. I really love it now. Um, I don't know what you guys' questions are. Really, let me know in the comments. I really want to know your comments. My main headphones are the JBL Tune 500 BTs. My main tablet is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S 10.5 OG. With OG, I mean it's not the Tab S6 or S7. It's just a normal Tab S1. My main computer is the Asus P5 NMX, that silver one right there, with an Intel Core 2 Duo and AMD Radeon HD 4350. My main laptop right now is a Asus A6JC, which I have right there. My cat is screaming. My first ever phone in my collection is a Sony Ericsson K750i, which I'm getting out of my collection right now. As you can see right here, this is my first phone ever in my collection. Has a dual flash. I don't know, it has, yes, still has battery. And this cat has died a long time ago. This was my grandma's cat. It says the little free right here means I've been collecting phones for 3 years. This thing hasn't been charging 3 years. No, I'm just kidding. Joystick is a little iffy. Yeah, it's not the best anymore. That cat was my grandma's cat, by the way. Perfectly works after 3.5 years. I used it as a camera phone back when I didn't have a camera. Still have to get the pictures of it. My first ever phone where I created my YouTube videos on, which you probably know, is the Samsung 6303C. I have two of them. I can show you my other one, but it's boxed. I'm not going to show it. I am going to show my used one. I have to get the box closed again. Oh Jesus! These are all the C models. These are not all the I models. I got it from I got it from one of my uncles a long time ago. I have only 2 batteries for it. Where's my Nokia C3 actually? That one has the battery in it. It has I think a 1 gig SD card in it when I stored all my pictures on there. This is where my whole YouTube career began. Well, I actually always forgot. I didn't know how uploading worked, so I just kept them on this little 1 gig, 2 gig actually, micro SD card unbranded. That's a little dinged up. Just gotta inside that little. Oh, it's quite dusty inside of there, I think. Let's get that micro SD card and don't pop it in the wrong way, because I actually broke my Nintendo 2DS by putting in the SD card the wrong way, and I had to get another one for free. But I got my Nintendo 2DS for my birthday, so there's nothing worse than having to replace the item you got for your birthday. Perfectly works. It's very scratched up. Camera is not autofocus like it says on the box, but it was the best. The Nokia in my collection was the best camera for video recording. My last ever video I made on it was from a Alcatel One Touch Strike back when I really wanted a BlackBerry phone. This was not a real BlackBerry, but I was even happier with this because this is like a fake BlackBerry, as you want to call it. It's very rare in the Netherlands. My first ever BlackBerry is a BlackBerry. You guessed it right. A I don't actually know the model number anymore, but it's the white one on T-Mobile. It's a really I think it's a 7800, but it's stored right now in a really nice place, so I'm not gonna get it out. My Nokia 3310s are I have a collection of them. One is white, one is in some kind of snowy color, one is in a mix of colors that actually works, and a normal OG blue one. None of these work unless you mean the mix match of colors. I'm just gonna show it to y'all. The white one or gray one works, but it's SIM locked. The snow one is corroded. The motherboard is corroded, which really sucks. I got it with an Octo charger, which I really love. I am getting a new battery. I am getting a new battery for my Octo 511, if you're wondering. That black one kind of worked. I did not have a good battery for it. It turned on for a little bit, but then I broke one of the pins on the for the battery. So yeah, maybe I can wire it up, but I don't know how much worth it is. And that little pink one does perfectly work, although the battery is dying. My first ever Nokia in my collection, I have no idea. My new smartphone in my collection is this extremely cracked that this one has been through so much. I literally cut it myself there, so I put a tape on there a long time ago. Oh, I love this. This is such a beautiful phone. Samsung Galaxy A3 2016. I sometimes use this, but not a lot anymore. I thought it was made out of plastic, but it's actually made out of some super nice and cold aluminium that makes my hands super cold. Yeah, it's so cracked. I got it for free. I lost the micro USB cable 3 days after I got it, so that's very nice because I need them. And it was a black cable even, so I was really happy with that, but I lost it. And I don't know where it has gone. The charger, I still have it, but the charger is not original. It was not meant for this device. But since I have a whole collection of micro USB chargers, oh, it is actually inside of here. You guys are very lucky with that because my room is totally cleaned. It's super cheap, but it's the fastest 1 amp charger I got. It's almost shaky. Yeah, it's not particularly good, but the phone charges up super fast. I have a charger that comes with it, but it is meant for a tablet. But I don't mind using it for that because that's the original charger. Battery pretty much sucks a little bit. And you're probably thinking, what is my OG daily using micro USB cable? It is this Xiaomi USB cable. Buy Xiaomi cables, please. This thing has been gone through a year of everyday use, and the only little thing that's kind of broken is this tip. Look at that. You can, yeah, because I yanked it out a few times while being angry of a phone not unbricking. My first ever smartphone in my collection. I have no idea, but my smartphone collection started way long after I was collecting old phones. My first HTC phone in my collection was actually a HTC that's now cracked, so I don't know where it is. You can really cut yourself with it, so it was my mom's, and I was super bad about it that it broke. I dropped it because I wanted to repair the micro USB input, but I dropped it after that, just like the Arco 70 copper. Yeah, I repair stuff, and after that I break stuff. I dropped the Arco 70 copper after I reflashed the firmware because it had another firmware problem. Yeah, I had to install the updates for it because it wasn't getting recognized because I had to download the MediaTek Freecon preloader, as it's called. But yeah, I broke it after repairing it, so that's very sad. I got a lot of spare batteries here which I never use. My first ever computer that I got was a Toshiba L500, which had overheating issues. It's right there. I took out the keyboards because it was turning on because I did a full teardown on it, but it was really good. It was super depressive. It wasn't fun at all. But when I touch one of the chips, just super ever so slightly, the whole thing shuts off. So yeah, nice way to corrupt your Linux distribution. Don't use it. I don't want to use it anymore. I'm doing a break test on the keyboard with my friend. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, it wasn't the first computer ever have tore down. The first ever computer I got from my dad, I think. No, it was my grandpa's thing. But I got it from my dad from even more upstairs. The Dell Optiplex 780, but I couldn't live it with it anymore because the graphical performance was absolute shit. So I got that Dell that my 1C is covering, and that one was also kind of lacking in terms of capabilities, but it had a graphics card in it. So after 3 months of use, I put it in there, and this is my daily driver for a long time now. And I am doing a little bit of a job. I have sort of a job. I don't have particularly that many jobs, but my hobbies are computers and phones. We've talked about enough about phones. Let's just get to the other questions. Jesus, that was my tablet. My Bluetooth speaker is JBL Flip 4, if you're wondering. My first ever Bluetooth speaker was the iDance BM1. I did a review on it a long, long time ago. But it's not my brother's one, and it got way more dinged up. And it's in pretty worse condition. I gave it to him after he got a $6 Bluetooth speaker that started making really creepy noises that you can get nightmares off. And eventually the battery died. I plugged it in once and I broke the micro USB connection. It got pushed in because, yeah, it was that cheap. I could fix it for him just by taking it apart with the screws. Because it's made of screws. Yeah, it literally has screws for $6. So I could fix it, but I'm not gonna do that for a speaker that literally makes so creepy noises that I just can't sleep for a week. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that for him. I would have done it, but no. I fixed a RC car today, by the way. It was a lot of fun. Although it was a super dirt cheap radio control car. My other hobbies are braking stuff, because I do a lot of brake tests. I normally don't film them anymore. I did do that a long, long time ago in the beginning of 2020 with my friend with that Nokia Holder brake test. You probably remember that. I don't normally film that anymore. The old digitizer from the Lumia I broke. It was a ton of fun to do. Although it was glass, there were no glass shards anywhere, so that's nicely done. By the way, if you're wondering, I am planning a review on the Lumia 535, but maybe not today because I have school tomorrow. This is Sunday in my country. My first ever rooted phone or custom ROM phone is a Galaxy Young, which I have right here. For those techies out of there, it has a Moki Royce ROM. Royce is probably the most stable kernel I've ever had. This is the NFC model, but the graphical performance is so low that I don't really want to use it as a daily driver. Yeah, not as a with a SIM card in it, but just for some kind of light gaming. It can handle that, but the 3D performance is super bad on this thing. And the single core CPU. My most lucky find at a thrift store was a iPod Touch. My most lucky finds, or my yeah, I don't I cannot answer questions like what was the first phone you bought at a thrift store. Maybe I can answer that, but there's very low chance. I think there's actually a mosquito in my room right now. I really don't hope, because I really hate those. My most lucky finds at a thrift store are these two lads. A brand new condition Galaxy Ace. Just a normal one. It's not the one with the Broadcom processor. This one has a Snapdragon. A little bit of dirt right there, but I can wipe that off. There we go. That looks... it's used by me. I used it quite a lot. There's a little bit of a scratch in there. Yeah, you can little see that. Just a few scratches here. But for the rest, this phone is in better condition than my main phone right now. Now, my main phone is also pretty good condition, but there are a few scratches on it. There are like a few scratches here, and a few scratches there. Few here, few there, but nothing major. I mean, it's still good as new. You can definitely say that. Maybe it has a battery in it. Battery life is still pretty atrocious on this thing. It was when it came out. Oh yeah, and it does the crazy... It's kind of bricked, but then it works and it has a Galaxy S3 ROM on it. Gotta love that boot up. It is just 4 gigabytes, I think. Very, very reliable phone. Really want to get the white back cover. Next up is this iPod Touch third gen. with I thought it was a first gen at first, then a second gen because it had that silver bordering, and then it actually turned out to be a third gen. So yeah, there was also a fourth gen, but that one was only 3 gig. And who can literally want a 4 gig one with cameras? Seriously, I want more storage for cameras. Seriously, this one is gonna be way more worth way more money. And seriously, iOS 5 is as good as iOS 6. It's probably charged. The battery is definitely used. It was used by someone called Roy. Oh, that stainless steel build. Stainless steel build. Why are iPods so much thinner than iPhones back in the day? I have no idea. I did not use this as a daily MP3 player yet. I didn't get a chance for that either. Yeah, I did get a chance for that, but I just don't like putting music on MP3 players. I'm not that kind of person. I did it first, but I just don't have enough time for my other projects if I'm only doing stuff like putting music on there. Screen is not the best. It definitely had a way better screen on the iPod 4th gen I saw right there. But this thing can even run Nova 3, which is a game the iPhone 4 runs as good. So this thing has the graphical performance of an iPhone 4, but the iPhone 4 supports more apps. So yeah, rather want to get a iPhone 4 instead of that. No, iPhone 4 is still very crappy. But it works perfectly fine. I can overclock the CPU from 800 megahertz to 600 to 940. Otherwise it will crash. I can show you I can do that. This is the only rooted phone in my collection that can actually overclock. Always put the vendor on performance. I really hated custom ROMs back in the day because literally the way YouTubers say how to put custom ROMs on their phone is just so hard. I mean, YouTubers, seriously. If you want me to do a tutorial how to get a custom ROM on it, I can just do that for you, and not one of those stupid tutorials where I'm gonna be like, oh, this is super easy, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna be that stupid kind of person. I'm just gonna be as polite as possible, and I'm not gonna be a stupid Indian that doesn't say how you can actually install it with its annoying Galaxy S4, if you know which YouTuber I mean. Pretty nice device. But since pandemic is here and I don't have school yet, I have super long time to put MP3s on there, but I'm not gonna do that yet, okay? I'm gonna do that before school, like 1 week before school. I'm gonna put some music on here. And the radio, obviously, and see how it runs. But I just can't deny not having YouTube. I mean, they have Wi-Fi on school, so why not get Wi-Fi and just put all your music via YouTube? Well, maybe this is a better choice. I don't actually think I'm gonna use this as a main because the battery kind of sucks. So yeah, those are my two best finds. Next up is the last thing I'm gonna say, or whatever you wanna call it. My first iPhone was a white iPhone 4, but it's not mine anymore. I gave it to my friend. He's really happy with it, so I'm gonna let him keep it. It was for his birthday, and he's really happy with it. So I'm also really happy with that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. This was kind of a Q&A. I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm not begging for it. I'm just wanting it. Okay, I'm not the kind of person that's super jealous, like from Bulgaria, YT, or whatever you want to call him. Okay, I'm happy with what I have. I'm quite happy with the amount of subscribers, and it's going very fast. So thank you guys very much. I really want to hit the 200 subscribers. That will make me very proud, and make my people at school jealous. So anyways, guys, see you later.